Good morning, this is Jack from Charting the Markets, and this is the pre-market webinar for the morning of Wednesday, the 30th of October. My disclaimer, I do this for educational purposes only. I'm here to share my technical analysis with you. I hope you can take some of what I'm doing, learn from it, transfer it to your own charts. I'm not here to issue trading signals. Right, just at the start today, I want to talk about the stats for the end of the month. Obviously, tomorrow is the last trading day of October, and Friday is the first trading day of November. Both of those are bullish. We often get a bearish last day of the month. Historically, this is not one of those. Both the last day and the first day are bullish this year. And actually, if you read my post yesterday, I was talking about the stats for November and December. Both of them lean fairly impressively bullish, and particularly November, where we've got 5 days under 50% green closes historically, and all of those are at 49% or more, marginally more. But basically, you've basically got a month with no bearish days at all. So we will see how that goes. All right, in the short term, we are still kicking around, achieving very little. We're slightly back over the daily middle band here. I was wondering if we might finally see a retest of this high. We haven't seen it yet. NQ, we made a higher high. I do have a potential trend line here, which I'm watching to see if we find resistance. We haven't actually gone back for a full test of it, but we got pretty close to it yesterday. No current divergence. On RTY, we had a weak 60-minute sell signal fixed yesterday. That has reached the possible near-miss target pretty much. So writing it off now hasn't really moved a great deal. YM, still pretty close to the lows and close to another retest of the low. That could deliver and a daily buy signal, but I'm not sure. I'll have a look, but I don't think the rally yesterday was big enough to set up decent diversions. We've got a 60-minute buy signal fixed here, and that hasn't really delivered a great deal. We're pretty close to a potential head and shoulder neckline here. I've got that in about the 42.050 to 42.075 area approximately. Let's see if I'm right. Hang on. 42.090. So I'm watching that to see whether we get there and whether we might possibly form a head and shoulder neckline there. All right, DAX and STX. DAX, this looks like, well, obviously we've got a potential look overall level top here. This looks like a flag forming at the moment, but only if it turns here. If we get down as far as the monthly pivot and break it, then it'll look as though the double top might be starting to play out. On ESTX, this looks like a bull flag potential bull flag forming all week, and it still looks like one. We shall see. All right, let's have a look at the bigger picture charts. On ES, obviously the sell signal made target a while ago. We have been holding the daily middle band as support for 5 days. And it was tested again and held again yesterday. On SPX, we've still got a weak RSI 5 sell signal fixed, and I'm still thinking that might make target. To do that, we're likely going to need to see a break below the daily middle band. Looking at I drew in this possible flag forming here. It's a pretty nice looking trend line. It doesn't mean it's going to get tested, but it's nice. So if it is going to get tested, I've got that down in about the 57.60 area. And we would have rising support now on the way in about the 57.80 area. I wouldn't be surprised to see rising support broken. I quite like this as an overall bull flag forming, and really for the last 5 years, last 5 days, this has had very much the feel of a bull flag forming. All right, looking at the Qs, no current divergence. Retest of the high, we're getting very close to a retest of the all-time high at 502.81. The high yesterday was at 501.35. That kind of looks like unfinished business above, as I was talking about with the untested highs on IWM as well as QQQ. Looking at Dia, staying below the daily middle band, had a couple of tests, and it's held so far. In terms of the pattern setup here, I've mainly got the possible head and shoulder neckline, which is I was looking at on YM, which hasn't been tested yet, but we are pretty close to. I am wondering, I was talking about yesterday about the possibility we'd break up over this wedge resistance, which we did, and then that we might retest the low, set up a double bottom, and potentially move up from there. And at the moment, well, the next move would be a retest of the low at 420.40. All right, let's have a look at the IWM chart. Looking at the, hang on, sorry, wait a second. Right. Looking at the 15-minute chart, this kind of looks like a bear flag, which is starting to break down. And I think we might be seeing that on RTY here. No divergence on the hourly chart. On the daily chart, we've got the unfinished business above. We've got this high here at 227.85, 227.17. Sooner or later, it's going to break up and retest 227.85. And we're not... We could, the next move up, I'm thinking may well do that. That could set up a large double top, but as I said, I was talking about the potential setups in the post yesterday, but as I said, the seasonality is not favouring it. We will see how that goes. All right, let's have a look. Oh, I just want to remind, a couple of people have arrived since I started. November, the historical stats for the last day of November and the first day of December are both bullish. So we often get a bit of a decline on the last day of the month. We don't typically get that at the end of November, and that's worth remembering. All right, looking at DAX, we've got a potential level top here, and I'm watching that. We are still holding the daily middle band as support, but I think that might be breaking at the open today. On Nikkei, we're testing the daily middle band as resistance. And that is holding so far. Okay, let's have a look at DX. DX, nice looking potential level top, not yet. I've still got a target above and about the 104.65 area, I think, which is the trend line I was talking about being the potential target a few weeks ago. This could be the end point of this rally. On ZB, we went a little lower. We've got a little double bottom here, which is trying to break up. Keeping an open mind, no current divergence. On CL, bigger picture, I'm not really seeing a lot to say that this decline on ZB is finished. CL, we've got a little double bottom here, which is trying to break up. That's got a target in about 70 area, and I was talking about this as a potential falling wedge yesterday. Falling wedge resistance is now in about the 70.6 area, and that may well be the next stop. NG, we had a little double bottom break up here, and that has almost... Well, that is largely failed now. Should be seeing a retest this low, may well go lower. Looking at GC, this retested the high as expected, has continued higher, pretty much as expected. I've got a trend line here, which I think I'm watching in about the 2840 area. I'll be having a look at that tonight in the bigger picture webinar. Looking at SI, the head and shoulders here failed. That's got a target back at a retest of this high here in the 35.2 area. Looking at HG, still wondering about a possible retest of this low. Still haven't seen it, just trading sideways at the moment. All right, let's have a look at, 1 second. All right, EURUSD. This never quite retested this low. I'm thinking this might be a bear flag at the moment. It's playing out like a bear flag, setting up a retest of this low. USD, all of the USD dollar pairs, or at least most of them, are looking as though they may reverse here with daily sell signals fixed or brewing. So if dollar makes a slightly higher high and fails, then we may hit my trend line and get a whole load of confirming signals saying reversal. Looking at KC, leaning towards seeing a retest of this low. Possible double bottom there, although it's a bit oversized. Still forming a likely bull flag on SB. CC, we had a little head and shoulders break up. That made most of the way to target, and we've got a 6-minute sell signal fixed, but hasn't quite made the target. I've got that in about the 69.80 area, and I'm still leaning towards seeing that made. Looking at CT, retesting the low, possible double bottom resistance, though a bit oversized. Wheat, I'm wondering about a low here, but that's mainly because I've been watching soy as an indicator. We could be forming a little IHS here on corn. Soy, I was looking for, we had a flag, I was looking for a retest this low. We've seen it. This could well be the second low, double bottom, and I'm watching for potential reversal. We'll see. Lumber, we've been forming a bull flag here for days, and we broke up and made that target and have gone beyond it at the moment. Not looking much like a double top. Live cattle is breaking a bit higher. Weak 6-minute sell signal is playing out at the moment and hasn't made target. Lean hogs, no sign of reversal here, no divergence, no nothing. We shall see. All right, great. Let's have a quick look, review of, no questions. Let's have a quick review of equities. Obviously, as I mentioned, we've got overall bullish stats basically for the whole of November. We've got it particularly for Thursday and Friday as the last day of the month and the first day of the new month. We've got just kicking around here at the moment. I am wondering about a last move lower, and I'm thinking the YM may well see the retest this low. Could that set up positive divergence on Dia? Sorry, I didn't have a look at that. Let's have a look at that possibility. Yeah, it could. If we see a retest this low, we could set up a nice looking possible RSI 5 daily buy signal, and this would be the potential low that I was looking at on the chart yesterday. When I was in my post. So if we go and retest that, set up positive divergence, reverse there, it could be that that would start up the next leg up to make the unfinished highs that I've been talking about. We'll see how it goes, guys. All right, great. I'll have everything posted as soon as possible, and I'll catch you guys later.